Happy 2019 to all of our viewers. It's great to be back as we present our first episode of this new year. This morning I'm with the supporters of league leaders Liverpool as they get set to take on Brighton away from home. Now the Reds have a slender 4-point lead over Man City, who they recently lost to 2-1 away just before the FA Cup break. So the pressure is most certainly on them to keep winning every game from here on out. So sir, let me ask you right here, right now, are you as confident of winning this league this season as before the defeat to Man City?
I would say we are confident, but we cannot say that like we are going to win the league, because the standard which Pep brought to the English Premier League is outstanding. 100 points in the league, wow. So I would say we have a hand on the league, but I would say we should take game by game.
All right. With the game against Brighton today, what's the pressure going to be like for your team? What will Klopp be saying to his players, knowing that he's got the 4-point lead?
I think he would just say keep playing our game. You know, again, like 4-point lead, it seems like it's a lot, but it's not. And in the Premier League, it's a very most competitive league in the world. And so, you know, whether it be attacking, defending, doesn't matter. We're generally a pretty attacking team, but we're also good on counterattack. So altogether, the gaffer's going to say, hey, let's play our game. Let's go out and get the 3 points, and that's it, and go home.
All right, hopefully it's not easy to go to Brighton. Up next, match day 22 from Scallywags, right here on Soccerholics TV. Full-time, Brighton 0, Liverpool 1. Liverpool extend their lead just with Man City playing on Monday against Wolves. I'm here with Ahmed, Eugene and Jish. Guys, first of all, what was your review of the match? Any nerves there, or because it didn't look that simple?
It wasn't that simple there. There was a lot of pressure going on in the game. Liverpool had to soak it up. At the end of the game, you see Brighton with the corners and, you know, the aerial duels and everything, but Liverpool soaked it up. They got the win, and main thing, 3 points. That's the main thing.
Yeah, guys. If they didn't get the penalty, yeah, it probably would have been 0-0, and that would have been really bad news for you. So, were you pleased with the team's performance? It wasn't very many shots from Liverpool. Not gonna lie.
I mean, again, you know, the game plan with Brighton, I mean, kudos to them. You know, they were very defensive, very organized. At the same time, you know, what we learned from last year is we got to be patient. And, you know, fortunately for us, we got the penalty. And even without the penalty, I think it's taking our chances and making it count. So I would want to see the team actually convert their chances. We had a few in the first half. You know, we have a few in the second half. But, you know, again, we were fortunate that we got that penalty. But, you know, again, 3 points in the bag. It's a good result. Yeah. So.
Just looking at that penalty, the way, if you look at the goal, Mohamed Salah, he's there with the defender. You're thinking he's going to not go anywhere, but then he turns him, and luckily he went down in the box. What would you say about the player that is obviously like behind this team?
Mohamed Salah, he's having he's really quick. So like a player running in that speed, if you like have a small knock, he's gonna like fall off, right? Like and he's a world-class player. Like, and I think. Big hats off to like Brighton. They were so organized. They make us like work really hard to get that 3 points. After all, like 3 points matters for us.
Yeah. Going into this game, you only conceded 10 goals in 21 games. What do you think about that? And especially with Virgil van Dijk becoming December's Player of the Month award winner.
Very well deserved from Virgil van Dijk, and for Jurgen Klopp for getting the Manager of the Month as well. And just to see Liverpool conceding 10 goals so far in the season, 22 games, it's amazing. Like we haven't seen a centre-back partnership, or we haven't seen a defence, like Liverpool's in 10 to 12 years since Pepe Reina got a Golden Glove, and you know, when Liverpool kept on keeping clean sheets. It's something so proud. Like, we're all so proud of Liverpool, and if the defence looks like a title-winning defense, and we are so proud of that, and we're so excited. This actually seems like Liverpool's year. Like, attacking-wise, defending, the team's organized, competing for the Champions League. Even though we're out of both cups, I see Liverpool doing wonders this season.
Yeah. Let's talk about this. So because the cup, Klopp didn't play a strong side against Wolves, right? Based on the loss against Man City. Were you surprised by that? Because it tells me that he's like, okay, well, we lost the FA Cup, so we've got to really concentrate on winning the league. But he could have could have played both teams that he played at Man City with Wolves, no?
I think you have to look at it in both ways, right? You could also say like, okay, by playing a strong side at Wolves, regardless of the result, and if it affects the results in Brighton, then it's not a good, like, I guess, decision to do so. So, the manager has his own ideas to choose his team. I mean, when you field a team, you have away fans going to go to Wolves and watch the game. You expect a victory. So it was, unfortunate, disappointing that we didn't win. However, you field a team, and if they're good enough for Liverpool, they're ready to dress and they're ready to play. So, again, altogether, you do have to think of the big picture. This is, one of the closest race we've had in a while. We're at the top of the table right now. We can't take it for granted. So, a little margin for error, and I mean, that's the decision we made. And so far, I mean, at least for this victory, it seems like it's a good decision so far.
Yeah. Let's talk about injuries, because you have some injuries at the back. Only 3 main regular starters. I haven't really heard any news rumours regarding you Klopp bringing in someone in the window. Are you worried about that, considering like you've got to try and win this league, and you've got defender crisis with Lovren injured? I think Matip was just on the bench today.
Not really, because Jurgen doesn't play he doesn't go by random players. He waits for his own proper player. So basically, I'm not worried because Fabinho can play as a defender, Milner can fall back. So even we can play 3 at the back and 5 in the midfield. So I think Jurgen knows his players, and I think we can manage it. The crisis will be over soon.
Yeah. And then lastly, African Player of the Year, again, 2nd year in a row, Mohamed Salah, won recently. Deservedly so, more this year than last year. I think he's having a better season, I would say, last year than this year.
Yeah, that is true. He had a better season last season. But in some ways, it's very similar. He didn't start this season off as quick as we hoped he would, or last season. But he's getting the goals. He is, for example, he's a match winner today, even though it's a penalty. He's still on the score sheet in most games, and he still deserves the African Player of the Year this year. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, he continues on for another year, the same pace with Liverpool, competing. Yeah, I say deserves it 100%.
Awesome. Well, anyway, guys, congrats. Thanks for bringing on. I want to say thanks to Ahmed, Eugene and Jish. Liverpool have a little bit of breathing room for now at the top of the table. Want to say thanks for watching Soccerwags TV. Many thanks to Scallywags for hosting us. If you like what we do, please subscribe. Until next time, we'll see you on Soccerwags TV.